Hey there, Team Shannon here with Radical Body Transformation, filming season 3. This is my fourth video check-in on YouTube. Thank you all for coming back. Thank you for taking the time to watch this. And I hope you stick with it because I think I've got some pretty cool messages to send across. First of all, I want to thank Chinook Winds Casino for sponsoring me up at their gym called Aces. It's here in Lincoln City, under the golf course, Aces Bar and Grill. I love the gym. I love all the amenities that they have, and I love to walk the golf course track in the morning early before the golfers get there, obviously, because I don't want to get hit in the head with a ball. But it's beautiful in the morning. There's a lot of wildlife. There's little ponds and area. I love it. So if you message me on Facebook and you want to walk with me, that would be kind of cool. Other than that, I think it's 16.5 pounds down. Haven't had meat in well over 3 months. It was before Lent that I quit eating meat. I'm on the CHIP program, the whole plant-based food way of living. It's not a diet. I've completely changed. I'm morphing and I like it. I'm finding muscles that I didn't realize that I had. In fact, I kind of get excited when I step out of the shower and I look in that long mirror and I'm like, whoa, where'd you come from? It's exciting. If you've ever been or felt the way that I do, and you'll figure that out if you stick with me and watch these videos. At first, I was thinking that, when you hear a doctor tell you that you're morbidly obese, it hurts. And me, I shouldn't use the words you because I don't know how you feel. I know how I feel. So when the doctor was talking to me about how I feel being morbidly obese, obviously I don't feel healthy. I was on the operating table a few times. I've lived a life full of problems, and I didn't have these problems until I think I was 20. I was 20 years old when I started gaining weight because of severe depression and PTSD and a lot of horrible kind of things happened in my life around that time. I mean, they happened at a younger age too, but I think it was all catching up with me at those points. And when I was 20, some really bad things happened, and it just caught up with me and I manifested it all in my body, and I started eating food, and my relationship with food was that my food was going to fix all the bad things in my life. It was very comforting, and I loved eating just about every processed food you could think of. I would drown my sorrows in a quarter or a pint or whatever I could get my hands on of ice cream, and I drank a lot of milk and a lot of cookies and a lot of Oreos, and oh my god, I love Cheetos. I haven't had any now, so I can't say whether or not I still love them, but I think that I'll stay away from them because I don't want to find out. Maybe later, when it's more ingrained in my head. But I loved all that kind of stuff. And then when I started the Radical Body Transformation, I didn't want to die like my mom. I didn't want to go there. It hurt so bad to hold her and let her go, knowing that she had never lived. In her mind, because I'm using her words, she didn't really live. And I didn't understand what she meant by that. Mom had done quite a few things in her lifetime, but she went through and told me the things that she wanted to do that she never got to do. And maybe that's what she meant by not living, but mom wasn't healthy, and she had cancer, and she had stomach issues and arthritis, and I believe she had diabetes. I'm not quite sure, but I think she did. I don't know that she ever controlled it. She was just as unhealthy in her body as she was in her mind. And was headed that direction of being unhealthy in my mind and my body. I never loved my body. Uh, Maybe I did when I was a kid, but I'm not quite sure I ever remember falling in love with my body. And that's why I haven't done an update in a while, is because that whole body issue and not wanting to um, put my beliefs onto other people, because I know that there's a lot of body positive people out there that um, we walk a fine line between uh, shaming overweight people in society today. But I realized here lately through the CHIP program, through my exercise program, that yeah, I'm I'm what they consider morbidly obese, and that's not a good feeling. Um, but it goes beyond those words. It goes beyond feeling healthy. It goes beyond knowledge. It goes beyond being completely conscious of what I put in my mouth, as far as you know, the different kinds of foods that I eat and the liquids that I drink. And I realize that I don't want anybody ever to think that I'm trying to be in any way body shaming, because that's not my intent. My intent is to radically change my body. Um, I love muscles. I went to massage school. I didn't finish taking the test. I wish that I could have, but because of a brain trauma, I couldn't. And then I broke my leg on top of all of that, and then I hit my head again. But that's besides the point. But when I was in massage school, I learned all of the muscles in the body, and I was really excited while I was in class to learn what each muscle does. And knowing that my muscles weren't all that they could be, it was sad for me, because I knew that if I strengthened the muscles in my back, that being large breasted, those muscles could actually help my back problems. You know, if we are treating our body as well as we can, then our body has a lot of gifts to give us in return. Weight bearing exercises are amazing. Uh, it changes our metabolism. I learned the other day that because I'm doing the weight bearing exercises and I'm working with my muscles more, that maybe I'm losing weight while I'm sleeping. That would be so cool. But down 16.5 pounds, and I can't see it yet. So I do see more muscles coming out, and that's pretty cool. I'm excited about that. You know, I get out of the shower and I'm like, hey, hello there. It's been a long time. Who are you? And that's the muscles, you know. Flex my arm muscle the other day and I got really excited, but I still have a bit of a bat wing, so I'm not going to show it to y'all until that bat wing goes away. I say those things loosely. I'm not really trying to talk down on myself. I'm trying to make light of a situation. Um, I am really becoming more conscious about what I do eat. And with that, I read labels. Um, I don't, and I'll be completely transparent here, I don't want to call it a diet. I don't want it to be called, for me, vegetarian. I don't want it to be called vegan, because it goes past all of that. I can't stand the thought of eating meat, because I've seen all those videos of little chickens and the way that they raise them, and it breaks my heart. So, you know, hey, that is in my mind, but that's not the hugest portion. Um, Growing up, And knowing where our deer came from, and knowing that we ate the whole thing and did, we used it all. We said our blessings. We said thank you to the deer. I mean, how cool is that? It's just that I can't eat an animal that I just can't. But that doesn't mean that I'm vegetarian. That means that I care about animals. Um, I have a wool sweater that was gifted to me, and I absolutely love this wool sweater. Um, when I wear it, I consciously thank the animal that gave its wool. I mean, I believe in saying thank you, and having all those blessings up in my mind and there constantly. Does that mean that I'm vegan? Probably not. um I don't understand the whole vegetarian vegan thing. I'm okay with that. What I do understand, and what I'm beginning to learn more about, is processed food, and how they process it, and what it takes to make this food. And the ingredients are insane. I am becoming completely comfortable with that saying that I learned a few weeks ago, that my food, how did he say it? The food that I eat does not have ingredients. The food that I eat is ingredients. I like that. I don't use salt shaker anymore. I have peppercorns, and I love spicy food. Um, yeah, I do cook my food, so it's not like it's all fresh. It's probably better for me if I don't cook it, because I know that it loses some stuff in there when you heat it up. But being that it's all whole plant food, it's just making me feel better. I have a macro diary. I'm counting my macros, and it's getting fuller every day. 54 days, I think I said. Um, so people are asking me, how are you getting all your protein? I'm studying about that, and I'm learning that, yeah, it's super important to have that protein to build back my muscles. And you can get it through whole plant-based eating. You really can. And you don't need to go and consume half a cow or yeah, see, it's just, I'm excited about how that makes me feel even saying it out loud. Eggs, chicken, milk. Does milk really do the body good, or is that a myth? I know the answer to that, but I'd encourage everybody else to actually research it. Um, they put the information out there in my chip class, and I completely agree with everything that I've learned so far. So with that, and with all of these ideas that I've spoken about, I hope you guys hang in there with me and on my journey. I am so excited to be a part of the Radical Body Transformation. Producer James Hergott, girlfriend Michelle, I adore you guys. You're amazing, and I can't wait to meet you. I hope we get to filming soon. In the meantime, I'm just gonna keep updating. Absolutely adore my coach. Josh, you're amazing. Thank you for sticking in there with me when I don't have a computer. I should be getting my spreadsheet. All these things are so new. OMG. Can you believe it? There's never enough time in the day. I need more hours, but I refuse to give up my sleep. God, I love my sleep. But I do love getting up in the morning early. So, my daughter Alma is making all my shirts for me. So if anybody wants a Team Shannon Radical Body t-shirt, send me a message on Facebook, and I will get you one out. I'm not sure how much she charges for making them, but we'll get them out. Be kind of cool if you did. She's really good at it. The next video I have, I'll actually have one on. I had an interview with the local newspaper, and there's going to be an article coming out in the Lincoln City News Guard here pretty soon. So if you're local, be looking for that. I'm going to get quite a few copies and send them to my dad and my friends in Idaho and Texas. Woo, hey, how about Texas? How you doing? Making videos is probably the most difficult part of this. If anybody has any suggestions, I'm all for that. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing it. And if you're still here watching this last bit of my video, thank you. Thank you a lot. So enjoy this journey with me. I'm just it is what it is. So hang in there, and until video 5.